Hi everyone. For the past 3 nights, I did silent live videos. I was silent with my pet snake, Lady Calliope. I was silent just feeling with the camera. And then last night I was silently doing a self-portrait for 10 minutes, which was pretty cool. To just see how I felt doing that and sharing my drawing with everyone. And I said in my description of yesterday's live, I said we avoid silence, especially with ourselves. And that makes it harder for us to hold silent space for others because we're not used to even holding silent space for ourselves. And currently I'm working with a very beautiful sound healing teacher. Her name is Chloe Goodchild. And in one of her lessons, she asked the group of us, what quality of silence does your sound leave behind? So how she works is helping people unlock the authenticity of their sound. So it's the truth of them being emitted through sound waves. And when you're really locked into that truth and you can speak or offer sound, it doesn't have to be words, it can just be sound. That's the truth of you. And then you silence that. You finish the sound and you feel the silence. It's sort of like this examination of the quality of sound you produced. How true was it for you? But my activity for the past 3 nights of being silent, for whoever's watching, had me sort of flip it on its head. What quality of sound did my silence leave behind? You know, allowing myself to sit in silence for as long as I felt I needed to. How did that affect the quality now of the sound I'm going to release, the words I'm going to speak, and how I actually feel in my own body as I speak and make sound? So it kind of goes hand in hand. When we are silent, as in not creating sound outward from our own selves, there's still sound, there's still noise. It can be around us, but it's also inside. We hear our thoughts. We may hear our heart beating. We may hear our stomach growling. There's still this sound in silence. Where are they actually separate? And when we play with not actively creating sound waves from within ourselves, how does that inform what our next sound will be? And if we really want to listen to the silence after we create sound, if we know we're really going to listen to the silence afterwards, how does that also affect the sound we're producing? You know? Rather than finishing a sentence and then moving on to something else, either watching something or talking to the next person or, letting our sound happen and then just moving on versus letting our sound happen and then listening. What did our sound bring? And how does our silence inform? Feel that for yourselves. What quality of my what quality of sound does my silence leave behind? it's a fun place to explore. And fun doesn't have to mean happy and joyful. It just means filled. For me, at least when I speak it, it means filled and juicy, and there's a lot in there to get into. So yeah, I invite you to ask yourself the question, what quality of sound does my own silence leave behind? Have a beautiful night, everyone. I love you all.